excited to be part of the event today, the media training that we are holding in collaboration with the LUCE. The importance of this event to the Commission is that we have a number of stakeholders, the media being one of our key stakeholders. We have realized that in capital markets, information is what drives the market. Without information, we wouldn't have any data which would be used by investors to trade and to be able to sell and buy shares and to invest in the capital markets. The media training is critical because we know that we are capacitating our key stakeholder to be able to identify what capital markets are all about, what they do, how they work, so that they can be able to ask the right questions, so that the right information goes out there. Once information is disseminated, then investors are able to trade based on that information. And that is why partnering with the LUCE today in arranging this workshop, we are very delighted to be part of it, to be able to disseminate from our end the information about capital markets to the media, so that once they are capacitated about capital markets and they know about capital markets, they'll be able to send out and disseminate the right information. Investors also need information to be able to trade, to buy shares in these companies that are raising financing from the public. So as an investor, you should know your rights. But to be able to know your rights, you'll only be able to know if there's information out there. The media are out there to be able to point at these investment schemes. Then the investors will be capacitated with knowledge, which is coming from the media, which has come from the training that we're having today. So we are very pleased to be here, and the partnerships that we have with the LUCE and other stakeholders that are involved in this training, we believe that we'll see very, very good improvements.
Today, the Lusaka Securities Exchange, together with the Securities and Exchange Commission of Zambia, as well as ZAMCOM, are partnering together to be able to host the media to this very important engagement of media workshop. Our interest, obviously, as regulators, is to get to see how we can upskill, our journalists to be able to, carry out the information that has to be cascaded to the market with respects to, what the capital markets are all about, and how we can then be able to drive, the market in terms of behavior with respects to information. The fourth estate for us is a very important, institution that allows us then to be able to get as much information out as possible. And our interest is to help us to bridge the gap between those in the mainstream financial sector and those that are excluded, the youths and the women. We anticipate that at the end of our workshop today, with the upskilling of the journalists with respect to capital markets, they will be able to cascade the information in such a way that they can help us to be able to drive the information right to everyone else and get to rally these individuals to the market and help us to bridge the gap between those that have, already in the mainstream financial sector and those that are already excluded. There's a lot of rally behind the need for us to be able to grow the participation in our markets, the trades in the market, and also just how many people are participating. We anticipate that this workshop will help us to be able to rally the media behind us and get them to help us to be able to rally as many people as possible to come through in terms of participating in the mainstream capital markets. And that is obviously what is going to really reinforce our objectives and also our outcomes from this particular workshop.